Hey everyone, welcome to homework 1.23. Today we are going to be looking at this passage. The directions are to practice reading. Read this story out loud to someone at home and then have them write their name here. So once you've read that to someone out loud at home, have them write their name there. Okay? That part I can't do for you, but I can read to you. So, I visited Paul, my brother, this past weekend. He graduates from art school soon. I saw his art exhibit in the school's gallery and it looked incredible. His art photography reminds me of the work of my favorite photographer, Diane Arbus. I recognized one big photograph from winter break the last time I visited. It is my favorite of Paul's photographs. Most of the image is yellow, but a large streak of green cuts across the middle. I named it Green Horizon, Paul said. We stayed at the gallery for a while, and I met some of his friends. After we left the gallery, Paul and I ate lunch, veggie burgers, and then we took our cameras to a park. For the next hour or so, we took pictures of the people we saw passing by. Before I came home, Paul had a surprise for me. He wanted to sell most of his pictures, but gave Green Horizon, the one I loved, to me. Read the rules, answer the questions. So grammar, a verb phrase, so we've been looking at noun phrases, now we're looking at a verb phrase, is a word or group of words that contains a verb and includes all the words that relate to the action. So it contains a verb and includes all the words related to the action. A verb phrase can include objects or the nouns that receive the action. The phrase may contain one word or more than one. How many green verb phrases can you find in the story? So your copy is in black and white, which is why watching the video today will be helpful. But you can count 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are each verb phrases. Graduates from art school soon. Saw his art exhibit. Looked incredible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there you should write 13. And then punctuation, it says we write a comma or commas to set off an appositive that is not essential in the sentence. An appositive is a noun phrase that renames a noun and gives more detail about it. How many orange commas can you find in the story? So let's look at our commas. I visited Paul, my brother. This is an appositive right there. That's 1. His art photography, 2. My favorite photographer, Diane Arbus, 3. I ate lunch, veggie burgers, 4. And then he wanted to sell most of his pictures but gave Green Horizon, the one I loved, to me, 5. So these are all appositives, these blue highlights that I've done, and those are giving us more information that isn't necessary for the sentence. So I could say, I visited Paul this past weekend, without saying, I visited Paul, my brother. But it gives us a little bit more information about Paul, so that when we read, we know more about the topic. So he wanted to sell most of his pictures but gave Green Horizon to me. We could have left off the one I loved, but that emphasizes for us that Green Horizon was the one I loved, okay? So we found 5 appositives, and there's a comma around each one of those, so there's 10 appositive commas there. All right? Today's code word will be appositive. Again, today's code word will be appositive, that word that we just looked at, which is a noun phrase that renames the noun and gives more detail about it. Write that up in the code word section for an extra sticker. All right, happy homeworking, and I will see you on Monday.